Hello friends, welcome to the Textual Education. In this video series, we are going to learn JDBC connectivity with Oracle database. So let's first we understand what is JDBC. JDBC stands for Java Database Connectivity. JDBC is an API to connect any database from Java application. We can connect with any database like Oracle, MySQL, Postgres, SQL Server, etc. with the help of JDBC APIs. Now we understand what is JDBC. JDBC is an API that is used to connect any database from the Java application. That's it. Now first let's understand what is Oracle. Oracle is a database that is used to store information in the form of raw and tables. Oracle is widely used database to store data. What is Oracle? Oracle is a database that is used to store information. Prerequisite for Oracle connectivity. Before learning the Oracle connectivity with Java, we have to Oracle database must be installed in your local system or any remote server. You must have the credential of your Oracle database like username, password, hostname, service name. You must have core Java and basic SQL query knowledge that is required. Any development ID like NetBeans, Eclipse, STS, etc. Development ID for developing the code. To connect Oracle database, we need database connectivity jar file like OJDBC6.jar or OJDBC 7.jar or OJDBC 14.jar. Then we need to connection string to connect Oracle database. So these are the prerequisite for the Oracle connectivity with Java. Now let's move to the next. Now let's understand Oracle connection strings. Requirements. We require driver name to connect database. We require database host name like localhost, any IP address, domain name of your remote database. If the Oracle database is installed in another system or any remote server. We require the database port number. We require the service ID or service name of the Oracle database. We require the username of database and we require the password of that particular database. Now, what will be the connection strings? Oracle connection string will be, the first is driver name, that is oracle.jdbc.driver.oracle driver. Now, the next is URL connection JDBC :oracle thin @localhost 1521 xc. xc is your service name or service ID. 1521 is the port number of the database. Localhost is the domain name or host name. Here we can replace localhost by IP address or any domain name. Thin is a driver. Oracle is a database. JDBC is a API. Now username, system, password, Oracle. This is the credential of my local database. This information is my Oracle database installed on local machine. Now note, localhost can be replaced by your IP address or domain name if you are using remote database. You can change port number 1521 as per your database if it is different. XC is replaced by your service ID or your service name. Now that's it. Let's move to the next screen. Now let's understand the basic classes and interfaces of JDBC API. We must know before the implementation of JDBC connectivity with Oracle database or any database. These classes and interface will be used to connect any database. So now, what is JDBC driver? JDBC driver is a software component that is used to connect Java application with database like OJDBC driver, native API driver, network protocol driver, and thin driver. Now the next is, what is driver manager class? This class is used to register your driver. It handles the connection with database and JDBC drivers. So the working of driver manager class is, it is used to register the drivers and handle the connection with database and JDBC drivers. Now the next is connection interface. Connection is an interface. It provides the connection object between Java application and database. The connection interface is a factory of statement or prepared statement and database metadata. That means an object of connection can be used to get an object of statement and database metadata. Now let's understand commonly used method of connection interface. The first method is public statement create statement. Creates statement object that is used to execute SQL queries. Now the next is public statement create statement integer result set type integer result set concurrency. Creates an statement object that will be generate result set object with the given type and concurrency. The next is auto commit, set auto commit boolean status. It is used to set the commit status. By default it is true. It is used when we are managing the transaction, because we have to commit the transaction fully, not partially. So we have to use the set auto commit first to false. If the all data is saved, then we will commit our code at last. Now yes, public void commit save the changes made since the previous commit. Rollback is permanent. Now the next is rollback. It drops all changes made since the previous commit or rollback. Now close the connection and release the JDBC drive. Now what is statement interface? The statement interface provides methods to execute SQL queries with the database. The statement interface is a factory of result set. It provides factory method to get the object of result set. Result set will contain the data in the form of row and columns. Now let's understand commonly used method of statement interface. The first is public result set execute query string SQL. Sorry. It is used to execute select query. It returns the object of result set. Now the next is public integer execute update string SQL. Now this method is used to execute specified query. It may be create, drop, insert, update, delete, etc. Now the next is public boolean execute string SQL. It is used to execute queries that may return multiple results. Public integer array execute batch. It is used to execute batch of commands. Now let's understand what is result set interface. The object of result set maintains a cursor positioning of a row of a table. Initially, cursor points to before the first row. Simply, you understand the result set will contain your table data in the form of row and column, and the cursor pointer is in first row. Sorry, before the first row. When we use the next method, it will move our cursor to the first row. Now let's understand commonly used method of result set interface. Public boolean next. It is used to move the cursor to the one row next from the current position. Now the next is public boolean previous. It is used to move the cursor position to previous row from the current position. Sorry. Now next method is public boolean first. It is used to move the cursor to the first row in the result set object. Same, the last, it is used to move the cursor at the last row in the result set object. Now to get data, we have method in result set. So what are these? Public integer get int column index. It is used to get value as an integer by column index. Column index means 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. Or we can directly fetch the value by the column name. That will be public get integer get int string your column name. It is used to get the value as an integer by column name. If you want to fetch the string, then the method will be used public string get string integer column index or integer column name. Both are same. In one we have to specify the column name, and in another we have to specify the column index. Now the next is if we want to get the double type of value, then the public method will be public double get double your string column name or string column index, whatever. And there is many more methods. Now the next we understand the prepare statement. The prepare statement interface is a sub interface of statement. It is used to execute parameterized queries. Like, what is parameterized queries? In queries we can use question mark, and that question mark will be replaced by in set methods on prepared statement object, like string SQL insert into course, fees, time, values. These are the column name. Now question mark 1, comma 2, comma 3. Now we have to create the prepared statement. Prepared statement stmt equal to on dot prepare statement or SQL query, and set the data like this. The first question mark contains the course name, the second question mark contains the fees, and the third question mark contains the time. Now this will we do in our practice session as well. Now let's understand the result set metadata interface. It is used to get metadata information about data. Commonly used method of result set metadata interfaces are public int get column count throws SQL exception. It returns the total number of columns in our result set object. Now the next is public string get column name. It returns the column name of the specified column index. Now the next is public string get column type name. It returns the column type name for the specified index. Now public string get table name. It returns the table name of the specified column index. Now what will be the steps for connecting JDBC API with Oracle? The first step will be register the driver. So how will we register our driver is, that is class.forName our driver name, that is oracle.jdbc.driver.org. Oracle driver. Now the second step is to create the connection object. How we will create the connection object? Connection con equal to driver manager, that we learn the driver manager class that have the connection method, that is get connection. Here we will pass the URL and the username and password. This will generate the connection object with the database. Now next step is, third step is create a statement or prepared statement object to execute SQL queries. How we will create the statement object? Statement stmt equal to con dot create statement, or prepared statement pst equal to con dot prepare statement. You can use any of them. If we are going to use the prepared statement, that will use to parameterize queries, and the statement simply select queries. Now the next step is, fourth one is execute queries. How we will execute? String query select star from employees, and this is select statement, so we have to store the result in result set object, that is result set rst equal to stmt dot execute query. And how we will trace the data? With the help of loop, that is while rs, this will be the rst dot next, and we will display the value of our data from here. Now the last step is close the connection, con dot close. We remember always we have to close the connection in JDBC, otherwise it will generate a slowness problem in our database. So I hope you understand the basic concept of JDBC connectivity with Oracle database. In this video we learn what is JDBC, what is Oracle, what are the requirements of our JDBC connectivity, and we learn the basics, classes and interfaces of JDBC connectivity, and last we learn what are the steps that we need to follow to connect our Oracle database with JDBC. In next video we will implement the actual implementation by using these all steps. So thank you for watching this video. See you in next video. Bye. Thanks for watching. Kindly hit the like button, subscribe our channel for future notification. Bye bye. See you in next videos. Welcome to the Textual Education. In this video, we are going to learn JDBC connectivity with Oracle database. So, we have required OJDBC 7.jar or OJDBC 7.14. OJDBC 14.jar. Now let's create our first project. Click on File, New, select your Java, select the Java, then Next, then give the project name as Oracle DB Demo. Now finish your project. The project is created here. Let me, yes. Now let's add the jar file that will connect with Oracle database, that is OJDBC .jar or OJDBC 6.jar. Both will compatible and work fine. Now let's create a class by name connection provider. This class will provide the connection object and handles the closing of all connection object with Oracle database. So let's public static connection con. The import class package will be java.sql.connection. Now the next variable will be public static final string driver name. Now public static final URL string URL. And how we will set these values? These are the values. So let's put the URL value in URL and driver value in driver and user value in user. Create a variable public static final string user equal to user as system. Now public static final string password, that is Oracle, OO is capital. This is the information of my local system. While implementing this, you have to provide information for the Oracle database that you have installed in your local system or any remote server. So now let's create a method to get connection object. Public static connection get Oracle connection. So we have learned these steps in introduction part. First we have to register the driver. So let's create a try catch block. If any exception found, printed in catch block. ex dot get message. Now let's first step is register the driver. Class dot forName and here pass the driver variable. Now the second step is create the connection object. So how we will connect? Con.driverManager.get connection. Here we have to pass the three parameters. First is URL, second is username, and third is password. Now the connection object is created. Let's return this object. In the whole series, we will use this method to get connection object from the database. Now let's create another method to close the JDBC object connections. So I am giving this method name as public static void close Oracle connection. Here we will pass three parameters, that is connection con, prepaid statement PST, result set RST. Now create a try catch block. First if any close connection issue found, this will error will print the cause of the close connection issue. Now first we need to check the if any object is not null, then we will call the close method. So if con not equal to null, then con dot close. The second one is if PST not equal to null, then PST dot close. Same next, if RST not equal to null, then RST dot close. Now the connection class is created. This class will take care of the connection object creation and the closing of connection object. Thanks for watching. Kindly hit the like button, subscribe our channel for future notification. Bye bye. See you in next videos. Hello friends, welcome to the textual education. In this video, we are going to insert a new record in Oracle database with the help of JDBC connectivity API. So let's create a class by name DB OPRS. This class will contain all the methods to communicate with Oracle database. So let's create a method to save new data to Oracle database. So give the method name is public string save employee. Here the parameter will be integer ID, string name, string department, string mobile number, integer salary. We have created a table by name employee with parameter ID, name, department, mobile number and salary. So we are passing these variables in our method, and this method will save the data through Oracle database. So create a try catch block and catch the exception in catch block if any error occurred here. Now the first step will be to create the variables for connection object. Now connection the package will be java.sql.connection. Now connection con equal to null, then prepared statement pst equal to null, then string query. Insert into table name, that is employee, then the column name. Let me show you what are the column name. The column name is ID, name, department, salary and mobile number. I hope you know very well how to create tables. So let's move to our code. Insert into employee, in the column ID, name, department, salary, mobile and salary. Then values, here we pass the question mark because we are using the prepared statement interface here. So question mark 1, question mark 2, question mark 3, question mark 4, question mark 5. We have 5 parameters in our query, so we have to give the 5 question marks. Now the step is to create a connection object. How we will create connection object? Con equal to connection provider dot get Oracle connection. That class we have created in last video. Now pst equal to con dot prepare statement. Here we will pass our query. Now we have to set the data in the query. To set data in ID column, we have to use pst.set int 1. 1 is the first position of question mark, that is ID. Second is the name. Third is department, third question mark. Then pst.set string, fourth question mark represents mobile, and the fifth question mark represents salary. So pst.set int 5 salary. Now integer x equal to pst.execute update. This command will insert the record and give the output number of records that it insert into the database. So let's check. If x is greater than 0, that means it is insert some data to database. We have just set the res object to success. because we are going to return this value, else unable to update or unable to save. Change to successfully saved. Now in finally block we have to close the connection objects. So we have created a method in connection provider class by name connection provider dot close JDBC connection con. Here we will pass con, PST and null. Result sort is not created here, so that parameter will be null. Let's check the flow. We declare the variables for connection, prepared statement, then we create the query object, query variable to insert the data. These are the question mark that represents the column name one by one. Now we have created the connection object, then we created the prepared statement object by passing query, then we set the data to prepared statement variable. First question mark represents the ID, second question mark represents the name, third question mark represents the department, fourth represents the mobile number, fifth represents the salary. As per the column name we specified it after the table name. So we have to set the data accordingly. Then we execute the query and check the result. Now let's save data to our Oracle database from main class. Go to the Oracle DB demo class. Now create a method by name, create object of DBOPRS class. Then call the method save employee and store the status. String status equal to oprs.save employee. Here we pass ID 100, name Shamsing, department sales and phone number and salary, and print the status here system.out.println status. This status is written by the save employee method. So let's run our project. What will be the output? Right click and click on run file option. Here we set the output window. Now this will give you the output. SQL Oracle mobile invalid identifier. Okay, let's check what is mobile. So the parameter will mobile NO. Always remember table column name and query paraname must be same, otherwise it will give errors like this. Now let's rerun our project. Right click and run file. It is processing, running. Now the response is successfully saved. The data of this user is saved successfully. Let's check. Here 100. Now done. Our table was empty. When we run our code, it saves our data to Oracle database. Now let's change it to 101. Means we are going to save another record to our database by name Mohan Singh. His department is ID and phone number. Just change the last digit and the salary is 50,000. Now right click and run your file. Successfully saved. Let's check data again. Now Mohan Singh, department ID, salary is done. So this is the process to insert a record in Oracle database. Always remember the steps that
we need to follow to connect with Oracle database or any database. These steps are required. In next, we will learn how to fetch data from Oracle database. So, see you to the next video.
Thanks for watching. Kindly hit the like button, subscribe our channel for future notification. Bye bye. See you in next videos.
Hello friends, welcome to the Textual Education. In this video, we are going to learn how to fetch data from Oracle database with JDBC connectivity. So, we will learn how to fetch all data, then we will learn fetch a specific record from data. All these depends upon the queries that we create. So let's get start. Open your DBOPRS class and create a method here to get data. So create a method by name public void get all employees. Now create a try catch block first and catch any exception in catch block and print that exception. System.out.println ex dot get data issue, then ex dot to string. Now let's follow all our steps. First we have to create a variable name for connection, then prepared statement variable, then result set. Here we are using the result set. Result set is used to store data in row column format. Now the next variable for query string query equal to select star from employees. This query will select all data from employee table. So the next step is, first we have to create a connection object. So con equal to connection provider dot get Oracle connection, then pst prepared statement object, pst equal to con dot prepare statement. Here we will pass the query. Then next rst equal to pst dot execute query. This query will execute and store the output in result set object. So let's check the result set object first. If rst not equal to null and rst dot next, the next method will move the cursor pointer to the first position of the result set object. So else print data not found. If data found, then print the value that is system.out.println name equal to rst.get string, and here we will give the column name that we have created in table. We forget to display the id, so first we will display the id equal to rst.get int id. So next is department system.out.println department rst.get string. These methods are for result set interface to get data from table with the help of column name. Always remember, column name must be same to the table. Now next we will display mobile number, then rst.get string, mobile NO. Then display the salary system.out.println salary rst.get int salary. Let's create a line separator to display a record one by one. Let's quick review. First, create a method to get employee, all employees, then connection variable, then prepared statement variable, then result set variable, then query, then we create connection object. On the basis of connection object, we create prepared statement, then we create the result set object, then we check the result set object is null or not, and if not, then we point the cursor to the first position in the result set. Now ID will display the ID, name will display the name, department will display the desired department, and so on. So let's close the connection in finally block. Finally connection provider dot close JDBC connection and pass the variable of JDBC API. All done. Let's move to the our main class and call the method to display all data. DB-OPRS object is already created, so call method oprs.get all employees and run your file. It will display the all records. It is displaying only one record. I think we missed something. Okay, we missed the loop functionality. Let's check again. Go to our method name and in try catch block we have to apply do while loop. Do, then while, rst.next. Why we are applying do while loop? Because the cursor position is in first position, so we have to execute our first record initial stage. Now let's run file again and you can see the output of all data. In our table we have two records, Mohan Singh and Syam Singh, so it is displaying the both records. If this table contain more than two records, it will display all records from our method. So this is the process how you can fetch all data from table. It is depends on query. Now let's create another method to fetch specific record of employee. Create a method by name public void get employee by ID. Here we will pass only ID. Now create a try catch block. Catch the exception if any occurred here. EMP by ID issue, then exe.get to string. Now let's create the variables. First, same as above, connection con equal to null, then prepared statement PST equal to null, then result set RST equal to null, then string query. Here we will change our query to search a specific record, like select star from employees where id equal to question mark. Here we will set our search id. Okay, so let's create the connection object first. Con equal to connection provider dot get connection, get oracle connection. Then pst equal to con dot prepare statement. Here we will pass the query. Then we need to set the parameter like pst dot set int1 to our id. This id will set to the id equal to your search id. Now rst equal to pst dot execute query. This will execute the query and store the result in result set object. All done. The next condition will be same, so let's copy from here and paste it here. Good, everything will work fine. Get employee by id. Here we will apply the condition where id equal to our specified id, that will fetch the record for that particular id. And now let's close the objects here. Connection provider dot close oracle connection. Always close your connection in finally block, because finally block is always executed. So let's test the method. oprs dot get employee by id. Here we will pass the id 100. This will fetch the record for employee whose id is 100. Let's check. Right click and run your file. Now let's see. The id is 100, name is Samsung, department sales, and salary is 35,000. Now let's check with 101 id. 101 id record is fetched. id 101. Let's check with 1090. Data not found. All things are working correctly, perfectly. So this is the process how we can fetch the data from Oracle database. In next video we will learn how to update record I hope you learn successfully. Thank you. See you in next video.
Thanks for watching. Kindly hit the like button, subscribe our channel for future notification. Bye bye. See you in next videos.
Hello friends, welcome to the textual education. In this video we will learn how to update a specific record or how to update records in Oracle database from JDBC APIs. So let's get started. Open the DBOPRS class and create a method to update record. So let's create a method by name public void update employee integer id, then integer salary. Here we will updating only the salary. If you want to update more values, you can pass the parameter as a parameter and set the value to the prepared statement object. So here I am going to show you to update only the salary for a particular employee. So create a try catch block and catch the exception in catch block by get message. Now the step will be same. First create the connection variable, connection con equal to null, then prepared statement pst equal to null, then query. Here we will not use the result set because result set is used to fetch data from database. So not required for here. Now the string query equal to update employee set salary equal to question mark where id equal to question mark. Here the first question mark represents the id and the second question mark represents the first question mark represents the salary and second question mark represents the id. So let's create the connection object first. Con equal to connection provider dot get connect oracle connection. Then pst equal to con dot prepare statement. Here pass the query. Then set the value pst dot set int. First represents the salary. So set the salary and the pst dot set to second parameter represents the id. Now let's check integer s x equal to pst dot execute update. Now let's check x is greater than 0, that means it is updated the record. Display the message system.out.println record updated successfully, else unable to update record. Let's close the connection object in finally block. I prefer to close the object in finally block. So connection provider dot close oracle connection. Here we will pass our connection variables con pst and null. So let's check. First we create the variables, then we create a query, then we create the connection object, then prepared statement object, then set the variables to prepared statement object, then we execute the query. Done. Let's test this with our main class. Go to our main class and call method oprs dot update employee. Here first parameter represents the id and second represents the salary. So we want to update the employee whose id is 100 to salary 40,000. Let's run file again. Right click and run file. You will see the message record updated successfully. So let's check the data. Run your query here again and check the result. id is 100 and the salary is 40,000. It is updated successfully. Now let's check again to another view. Next we will learn how to remove record from database in the next.
Thanks for watching. Kindly hit the like button, subscribe our channel for future notification. Bye bye. See you in next videos.
In this video we will learn how to remove data from Oracle database with the help of JDBC API. So let's get start. Open your ABOPRS class and create a method by name public void delete employee. Here we will pass the employee ID to remove a particular record. Now create a try catch block and catch the exception if any exception occurred, system.out.println delete employee issue like exe.get message. Now the step is same. First we need to create a connection variable, that is connection con equal to null, then prepared statement pst equal to null, then string query delete from employee where id equal to question mark. This is parameterized queries. Now let's create a connection object con equal to connection provider dot get oracle connection, then pst equal to con dot prepare statement and pass the query, then set the id to query pst dot set int, here parameter is 1 and id. Now let's execute int x equal to pst dot execute update. Now check the value of x. If x is greater than 0, that means it is remove the record and print the message data removed successfully. Else unable to remove data. Now close the connection object in finally block connection provider dot close oracle connection, here pass the con pst and null. Null represents the result set object. Here we do not use the result set object, so that's why the third parameter will be null. The steps will be same for every method to communicate with Oracle database. So always remember the methods. Now let's check the code and see the output. We have two records in database by id 100 or 101 id. Okay, so let's call method oprs dot delete employee, and here we will pass the id 1. The id 1 record will be removed from our database. Let's run our file dboprs demo, right click and run file. You will see message data remove successfully. So this remove the data. Let's check with our database, run our query again. Now you can see the id 101 is removed successfully. Let's check with second record by id 100. See, the another record is removed successfully. Now run it again. You will see a message unable to remove data. Why you receive this message? Because the data is removed already. Okay, we have empty tables. So this is the process how to remove data from the Oracle database. We learn in this video series with Oracle connectivity with JDBC to CRUD operation, to save data, to get data, to update data, to remove data from JDBC API. So this is the process to connect with Oracle database with JDBC APIs. I hope you learn successfully everything. If you have any question or any doubt, you can comment. I will reply to you. If you have any doubt, any query, you can message me. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching. Kindly hit the like button, subscribe our channel for future notification. Bye bye. See you in next videos.